Hello students, welcome to CET Sankalp classes. Our next topic is kinetic theory of gases. So after thermal properties of matter, thermodynamics, we are going to deal with kinetic theory of gases. So in this kinetic theory of gases, before going for the MCQ questions, let us see some of the synopsis so that you can understand MCQ questions by the help of synopsis. Okay. So here let us start with our today's class. Here in kinetic theory of gases, here mainly you will deal with ideal gas and ideal gas equation. So what is ideal gas or ideal gas equation here? Ideal gas is nothing but here it is a gas which obeys Boyle's law and Charles law, or which obeys gaseous laws. Such a gas is called as what? Ideal gas. So what is ideal gas equation here? Ideal gas equation is nothing but it is an equation which is connecting the term pressure P, volume V and temperature T. So this ideal gas equation is given by, it is PV is equal to mu RT. It is PV is equal to mu RT, where P stands for pressure, V stands for volume, mu is the number of moles and R is the universal gas constant, T is the absolute temperature. So here instead of writing mu into R, that is number of moles into R, here that is nothing but Kb into N into T I am writing as it is, where mu is the number of moles, N is the number of molecules, R and Kb are the universal constant. R is universal constant of gas, Kb is called as Boltzmann constant. Here down next line we have Boltzmann constant Kb is equal to R divided by N into A, where R is universal gas constant. Its value is found to be 6.314 joules per mole per Kelvin. Na stands for Avogadro's number. Na stands for Avogadro's number. So this Boltzmann constant is given by, 1.38. It is given by 1.38 into 10 raised to minus 23 joules per Kelvin. Okay, this is the value of your Boltzmann constant. So remember the value of Boltzmann constant to solve the MCQ question. Okay, so this real gases which satisfies the ideal gas equation, it is only approximate case. It is only approximate case here. Okay, this is satisfied at low pressure and high temperature. So ideal gas equation is approximately applicable at low pressure and high temperature. Next, so here kinetic theory of an ideal gas, it gives the relation of pressure, that is P is equal to 1 by 3 N into M V square. So here you can see on V we have one bar. So that is nothing but average velocity. That is nothing but average velocity of the molecule, where N is the number of density of the molecule. Next, M is the mass of the molecule and V square is the mean square speed. Combined with the ideal gas equation, it yields a kinetic interpretation of temperature. So that is given by, here next line you can see, that is half Nm average of velocity square is equal to 3 by 2 kb into T. Therefore, Vrms is given by, Vrms is what? It is root mean square velocity is given by under root of 3 kb into T divided by M, where Kb is Boltzmann constant, T is absolute temperature, M is the mass of the given molecule. So this is expression for velocity, Vrms. Next, this tells us that the temperature of a gas is a measure of the average kinetic energy of the molecule. So temperature of a gas is nothing but what? It is the measure of average kinetic energy of a molecule. And it is independent of the nature of the gas or molecule. In a mixture of gases at a fixed temperature, the heavier molecule has the lower average speed. So always you remember that heavier molecules have the lower average speed, right? So that v square, average velocity square, is not always equal to, that is average velocity whole square, which means that the average of a squared quantity is not necessarily the square of the average. So please understand this line. The average of a squared quantity means individual quantity in square material. It is not necessarily equal to the square of the average. So individual square is not equal to the square of the average. So understand this statement properly. Okay. So idadmele we have next, that is law of equipartition of energy. So law of equipartition energy in state ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. This states that the energy of each degree of freedom in thermal equilibrium is half kb into T. Means here they will say that whatever the energy is there, it is distributed among each degree of freedom molecule equally. So adest antandre half kbt. So here you know that Kb is what? Boltzmann constant. The translational kinetic energy expression is given by E is equal to 3 by 2 N into Kb into T. Okay. So this is the expression for translational kinetic energy. 3 by 2 N into Kb into T. This leads to a relation PV is equal to 2 by 3 into E. This leads to the relation PV is equal to 2 by 3 into E. If P is the pressure of a gas, V is its volume, T is its temperature, and rho is its density. Then PV is equal to constant at constant temperature. So this is nothing but statement of what? That is statement of Boyle's law here, right? Next, so P by T is a constant at constant volume. So V by T is constant at constant pressure. That is nothing but what? Charles' law. So what is Boyle's law? Pressure is directly proportional to the volume at constant temperature. That is your Boyle's law. What is your Charles' law here? Volume is directly proportional to the temperature at constant pressure. So remember both Boyle's law and Charles' law. Okay. Next. According to kinetic theory of gases, ideal gases cannot be liquefied. So according to the kinetic theory gases, ideal gases cannot be liquefied here. I hope you will understand what is the meaning of the ideal gas cannot be liquefied here. So this is based on the kinetic theory of gases assumption. Next line is, according to kinetic theory of gases, the mean translational kinetic energy of a diatomic gas increases with increase in the absolute temperature. So simple meaning here, the kinetic energy is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. So second point meaning is kinetic energy is directly proportional to your absolute temperature. If temperature increases, the kinetic energy of the molecule increases. For a given gas, Vrms is proportional to root of T. That is, with rise in temperature, Vrms, that is speed of a gas molecule increases. Example, if temperature is made 4 times, the Vrms value is also doubled here. Okay, that is Vrms is proportional to square root of T. Next. Speed of sound in gas. So what is the expression for speed of gas? Speed of sound in gas, it is given by Vs is equal to under root of gamma into R into T, where gamma is what? It is the constant. Gamma is constant here. R is universal constant, T is temperature, M is mass. So therefore we can write that is gamma divided by 3. It is written as gamma divided by 3. That is nothing but your Vs, that is speed of sound in gas, is nearly equal to RMS velocity. It is directly, or it is nearly equal to RMS velocity. So students, next point we have how to define 1 calorie. See, what is 1 calorie here? 1 calorie is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. Meaning is to increase the temperature by 1 degree Celsius. Here, just example we have taken, that is 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. Either meaning here only we are increasing 1 degree Celsius temperature for 1 gram of water. How much heat? Yes, heat supply ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು 1 calorie ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay. So for water, the value is constant, that is 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joules. Means 1 degree Celsius temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ for 1 gram of water ಎಷ್ಟು heat supply ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? That is 4.186 joules heat supply ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Heat capacity in general depends on the process the system goes through when heat is supplied. For an ideal gas, the molar specific heat capacities at constant pressure and volume satisfy the relation, that is Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So here, for an ideal gas, this condition is satisfied. What is that condition? Cp minus Cv is equal to R, where R is the universal constant, universal gas constant. So this relation, that is Cp minus Cv is equal to constant, this relation is called as Mayer's relation. So they may give you among the given expression which satisfies the Mayer's relation, that is Cp minus Cv is equal to R, satisfies the Mayer's relation here. Next. Here already we have seen this, that is ideal gas equation is given by PV is equal to mu RT, where N is the number of molecules. So here we can write PV is equal to NK into T. That is Boltzmann constant. Its value also we have seen, that is 1.38 into 10 raised to minus 24 joules per mole Kelvin. This is your Boltzmann constant value. Next, the value of R, that is universal gas constant, is 8.31 joules per mole per degree Celsius. So see students, next we have assumptions of a kinetic theory of gases, which is very, very important. So understand all the assumptions here. See, all the molecules of a gas are identical. So if you take in a container a gas molecules, all molecules of a gas are identical. Second one, the molecules are rigid and perfectly elastic spheres. Here, the molecules what you are taking are rigid. Rigid in the sense, by the application of external force, its shape will not change. That is called as rigid. And it is perfectly elastic spheres. Third point, gas molecules occupy very small space. So gaseous molecules always try to occupy the small space here. The molecules are in a state of random motion. Always the molecules are in a random motion. All collisions are perfectly elastic. So all collisions are perfectly elastic. So what is perfectly elastic? Here both momentum and kinetic energy is conserved. That is called as perfectly elastic collision. Okay. The molecules do not possess any potential energy. Then next, the collisions are instantaneous. What do you mean by collisions are instantaneous here? Here the collision between the two molecules, it takes place in very short interval of time. That is, collisions are instantaneous. So whenever any gas molecule hit the other gas molecule, it will not waste the time in thinking in which direction it should move. So in whichever the direction is free for its motion, in that direction it will move. Therefore, it is called as instantaneous collision. Then the next last assumption of kinetic theory is the average number of molecules per unit volume of the gas remains constant. The average number of molecules per unit volume of the gas remains constant. Okay, so these are the assumptions of kinetic theory of gases. So they may ask you any kind of questions by twisting it based on these assumptions here, right? Next, so pressure exerted by a gas. So what is the expression for pressure exerted by a gas? Already we have PV is equal to 1/3 Nm into Vrms square. Let us see some other forms here. Means if you know density, if you know mass. So based on that, how you can change the expression. See, A gas exerts pressure on the walls of the containing vessel due to continuous collisions of the molecules against the wall. So the pressure exerted by the gas is given by PV is equal to 1 by 3 Nm Vrms square is equal to, or we can also write it as P is equal to 1 by 3 M by V Vrms V square. So that is V average square, okay, velocity, or you can take it as speed also. So speed RMS square is equal to average square anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, okay. We can also take it as, so what is mass per unit volume is called as what? Density. So 1 by 3 rho V RMS square, correct. So these are the three different forms. Based on the given data, you can take whichever is applicable for the given numerical. So pressure expression, that is pressure exerted by a gas it is. Next, we have the relation between pressure and kinetic energy. So what is the expression? See here. So pressure is equal to, we can write it as 1 by 3 N into M divided by V into V RMS square. Here, N into half M V RMS square is equal to 3 by 2 into PV. But 1 by 3 M V RMS square is nothing but what? Average kinetic energy of a gas molecule. Therefore, the total kinetic energy of a gas is given by E is equal to N into bracket 1 by 2 M V RMS square, that is also equal to 3 by 2 into PV. So here the relation between pressure and kinetic energy. Therefore, you can also write it as kinetic energy per unit volume of the gas E is equal to 3 by 2 P into V. Okay. So they may give you options, write the relation between kinetic energy and pressure. See here, we have two expression in that. See, first one is E is equal to 3 by 2 P into V. In terms of number of molecules, you can also write it as N into 1 by 2 M VRMS square, or per unit volume if it is there. Per unit volume anta kelidre 3 by 2 PV anta kuda baribodu. Okay. Next, root mean square velocity. So root mean square velocity also we have three different expression. One is root of 3 PV divided by M. So ಇಷ್ಟರವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ PV, M, rho and R, T, what all it stands for. So same, the usual meanings only we have here for pressure, volume, mass, density, temperature and all. Okay, so VRMS, root mean square velocity na ನಾವು root of 3 PV by M anta baribodu, or root of 3 P divided by rho, that is mass per unit volume, is nothing but what? Density. Next, that is equal to root of 3 RT divided by MW, that is also equal to root of 3 KT divided by M. So here, based on the given data, you can take whichever is applicable for the given numerical. Okay. Next, different types of speeds of gas molecules. So see here, that is most probable speed. It is denoted by VMP, that is called as most probable speed. It is the speed with which maximum number of molecules in a gas have at constant temperature, and it is given by VMP, that is most probable speed is equal to under root of 2 RT divided by MW, that is also equal to root of 2 by 3 VRMS. So what is root of 2 by 3? It is 0.816 VRMS. So this is most probable speed of the molecule. VMP is equal to 0.816 VRMS. Next, average speed. So average speed, we can write it as V average is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, so on up to Vn, if n number of molecules are there, that is divided by capital N. So according to kinetic theory of gases, we can write it as VA is equal to, that is average velocity is equal to under root of 8RT divided by pi into MW, that is equal to under root of 8 divided by 3 pi into VRMS, that is equal to 0.92 VRMS. So remember, most probable speed ge VMP is equal to 0.816 VRMS. So here they may ask you like mention the relation between most probable speed and VRMS. That is VMP is equal to 0.816 VRMS antagutte. Average speed and VRMS is given by V average is equal to 0.92 VRMS. So here, see this one. You need to remember this. VRMS is greater than V average, which is greater than VMP, that is most probable speed. Then our next concept is degree of freedom. So what is degree of freedom here? Degree of freedom is nothing but the term degree of freedom refers to the number of possible independent ways. So degree of freedom is referred as it is the number of possible independent ways in which a system can have energy. So yes, to Vedali, a molecule can have its energy in how many possible independent ways in which a system can have energy is called as degree of freedom. It is called as degree of freedom. So here degree of freedom for different molecules we have, that is like monoatomic, diatomic, polyatomic. Monoatomic means single, diatomic means double, polyatomic means many. So translational motion for monoatomic it is 3. If it is rotational motion, the degree of freedom value is 0. It is for diatomic molecule, the translational, if it is a translational motion, then the degree of freedom is 3, and for rotational motion it is 2. For polyatomic, if it is translation motion it is 3. If it is rotational motion, it is 2 and 3. 2 yavag barutte if it is linear molecule, and 3 degree of freedom when it is non-linear molecule. So remember the value of monoatomic, diatomic and polyatomic. Degree of freedom in 2 different cases we are studying, that is translational motion only and rotational motion only. Okay. Next concept, that is Maxwell's law of equipartition energy. So what is Maxwell's law of equipartition of energy? For a diatomic system in thermal equilibrium, the energy of the system is equally distributed. So let's understand this clearly. For a dynamic system, okay, in thermal equilibrium. So in thermal equilibrium means, so 2 systems are in thermal equilibrium with each other. The energy of the system is equally distributed. The energy of the system is equally distributed among the various degree of freedom. And the energy associated with each degree of freedom per molecule is given by half K into T. Half K into T. For per molecule, it is half R into T. Okay, this is Maxwell's law of equipartition of energy. So it is little bit similar to your law of equipartition energy only. Okay. Next. So we have specific heat capacity, specific heat for gases. We have studied already. It is nothing but the heat required to increase the temperature by 1 degree Celsius for a 1 gram of substance. So specific heat for gas at constant volume is denoted by CV. So how you can define specific heat of a gas at constant volume? It is the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of a gas through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin at constant volume. Means specific heat of a gas and specific heat of a gas at constant volume. Same definition barutte. At the end, you just specify that at constant volume, then it is called as specific heat of a gas at constant volume. If you specify a quantity of heat required to increase the temperature by 1 degree Celsius of unit mass at constant pressure, then it is called as specific heat of a gas at constant pressure. Okay, so here we have one more definition, that is molar specific heat at constant volume. So how to define this? The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 mole of gas through 1 Kelvin at constant volume. It is denoted by CV. It is denoted by CV. So instead of saying unit mass, if you say it as 1 mole, then it is called as molar specific heat at constant volume. Okay. If MW is the molecular weight of the gas in gram, then CV is equal to MW into CV. Okay. At constant volume, no external work is done by the gas and total heat given to it is utilized for increase in the internal energy. Therefore, du is equal to mu into CV into dt. So this is the expression for molar specific heat at constant volume. So similarly, we have this formula specific heat constant at constant pressure, right? So Mayer's formula we have already seen, that is Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Relation between Cp, Cv and gamma. So gamma is what? It is the ratio of Cp by Cv is called as gamma here. You can see the expression of Cp and Cv in terms of degree of freedom. So Cv is equal to F by 2 into R, that is specific heat capacity at constant volume is equal to degree of freedom by 2 into R. For constant pressure, it is F plus 2 divided by 2 into R. If you simplify, if you take the ratio of Cp by Cv, you will get adiabatic constant gamma here. Okay, you can see the below table, the value of Cp, Cv and gamma, it is given for 3 different molecules, that is monoatomic, diatomic and polyatomic. So Cv value is 3 by 2 into R for monoatomic. For diatomic, it is 5 by 2 into R. Polyatomic, it is 3R. Monoatomic, Cp value is 5 by 2 into R. Diatomic, 7 by 2 into R. Polyatomic, it is 4R. Gamma values also you can see here. For monoatomic, it is 1.67. For diatomic, it is 1.4. And for polyatomic, it is 1.33. It is 1.33. Okay. Next. Next, that is thermodynamic parameters for a mixture of gases. So equivalent molar mass. So next is thermodynamic parameters for a mixture of gases we have. It is given by, that is M is equal to mu1 M1 plus mu2 M2 divided by mu1 plus mu2. See, where mu1 and mu2 are the mole of a gas with molar mass M1. Mu2 is the molar mass. Mu2 is the moles of a gas with molar mass M2. Therefore, the equivalent molar mass for a mixture is given by mu1 M1 plus mu2 M2 divided by mu1 plus mu2. Next, internal energy of the mixture. So, internal energy of the mixture is given by the total energy of the mixture is U1 plus U2. CV of the mixture, that is specific heat capacity at constant volume, is given by mu1 CV1 plus mu2 CV2. At constant volume it is, okay, at constant pressure, see, second one, Cp is equal to mu1 Cp1 plus mu2 Cp2 divided by mu1 plus mu2. Next, adiabatic constant gamma is given by mu1 plus mu2 divided by gamma minus 1. Gamma minus 1. So gamma is what? For a mixture it is equal to. I can simplify and I can write it as for mixture. If 2 are there, then it is given by mu1 divided by gamma 1 minus 1 plus mu2 divided by gamma 2 minus 1. Okay. So here you can see one note, it is written, if two ideal gases at constant temperature T1 and T2 are mixed, there is no loss of energy when the temperature of the mixture T is equal to N1 T1 plus N2 T2 divided by N1 plus N2. So this is when two ideal gases at constant temperature are mixed. So this is the expression, right? Then the last point is van der Waals gas equation. So in this chapter, lastly, we are going to deal with van der Waals gas equation. For 1 gram mole, van der Waals gas equation is given by P plus A divided by V square. P plus A divided by V square into bracket V minus B is equal to R into T, where R is gas constant, T is absolute temperature, A and B are constants here. Okay, so V is the volume. Next, for mu gram of moles, it is given by P plus mu square into Q divided by V square into bracket V minus mu B is equal to mu RT. This equation is called van der Waals equation. Real gases obey this equation to a sufficient extent at high pressure and low temperature. Okay, so see this van der Waals equation. So this we are going to use to solve our numericals. Okay, students, this completes the synopsis parts. Now let us see the multiple choice questions based on kinetic theory of gases. So here we have the first question. When the temperature of a gas is raised from 27 degrees Celsius to 90 degrees Celsius, the percentage increase in the RMS velocity of the molecule will be. So this is based on our RMS velocity. So the solution is based on RMS velocity. We have a formula based on that. We are calculating this, right? Okay. So the solution part is here we know that Vrms is equal to under root of 3RT divided by capital M, which is equal to, so which is also is equal to, we can also write it as V2 divided by V1 is equal to under root of T2 divided by T1. Okay, so now we have a temperature. So temperature is given in terms of Celsius. So we can take this temperature T2 in Kelvin. How we are taking, that is root of 273 plus 90 divided by T1 temperature. That is 273 plus 30. Okay. So here in this question, whatever the 27 degrees Celsius to 90 degrees Celsius is there instead of 27, you take it as 30. Then only you will get the options which they have given. By mistake, it is typed like 27 degrees Celsius. So there we will change this 27 degrees Celsius as what? That is 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, it is by mistake, it is printed as 27. So here instead of 27, I'll make it as 30 degree Celsius, right? Okay. So temperature is, here we have written temperature is equal to V2 by V1 is equal to under root of 273 plus 90 divided by 273 plus 30. So if you simplify this, here you will get it as this is equal to 1.1. Here we will get it as 1.1. So our percentage increase in the RMS velocity. So percentage increase in the RMS velocity, we write it as percentage increase is equal to, so that is simple formula V2 by V1 minus 1 into percentage means what? It is multiplied by 100, that is equal to 0.1 into 100 is equal to, so 0.1 into 100. So how much you will get 0.1 into 100? That is nothing but option A, that is 10%. That is option A, 10% is your answer, right? V2 by V1, you will get it as 1.1. 1.1 minus 1 is nothing but what? 0.1 into 100 by, because it is in the percentage wise. Therefore, the correct option is 10%. Okay, students. So our second question is choose the correct statement. So read all the answers, means options. Mean free path is proportional to temperature if pressure is kept constant. Yes, this mean free path is nothing but what? Average of the distance traveled. That is nothing but it is directly proportional to temperature at constant pressure. Yes, this is right. Mean free path is inversely proportional to pressure if temperature is kept constant. So mean free path is proportional to temperature. Next is mean free path is inversely proportional to pressure if temperature is kept constant. Yes, this is also true. Next, both A and B are correct, none of this. So which is the correct answer based on our assumptions of a kinetic theory? Here we say that option C. Option C is the correct one. That is, both are true here. That is, mean free path is proportional to temperature at constant pressure and it is inversely proportional to temperature at constant pressure. Okay. So here option C is the correct one. So students, in the next class, we will see the few more questions based on our kinetic theory of gases. I hope you understood this. Once again, you people go through all the synopsis so that in the next class, it will be helpful for us to solve more numericals. Okay. Okay, everyone. Thank you.